Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we will be talking about the NFL. I'll be doing the full schedule right now. I initially recorded this earlier and I went through and did every week by week, and it was like a freaking 45-minute video. So I'm just going to go week by week here instead of making picks already. They're already pre-made picks, so you can see the records on the right, which might be already a little spoilery, but just thought I would go through and just quickly click on each one. You can pause and look at it if you want. Some major games here, but I'll just quickly go through these and just click while I'm talking a little bit. But as you can see, I have the Ravens as the #1 seed in the AFC. I really think that they're going to do a lot of damage this year. I like what they've been doing. The all off season, they've got back a lot of their key players. Obviously, paid Lamar. They did a lot of stuff with Lamar. I thought they were able to almost, win a lot of these games if they would have had Lamar. They would have won a playoff game almost with their backup quarterback, which is insane. You add in Lamar, I think it's that big of a difference. And then you bring in Odell Beckham Jr. That helps not only him, that helps Mark Andrews, Isaac Likely, all the other guys, right? Rashad Bateman, trying to even think who else is their other receivers. And they obviously drafted Zay Flowers too. So they have tons of weapons in the offense. J.K. Dobbins is back. Gus Edwards is back. I mean, that's a pretty good 1-2 punch right there, in addition to the receivers. And then their defense is great, and they got an unbelievable head coach. So I think that they get it done in the 1 seed there. Bengals also make the playoffs, do real well. Joe Burrow, no kidding. Last year with all their guys, before they start making decisions on who gets paid. And that'll get really interesting to see if Joe Burrow takes a team-friendly deal or not. Steelers 8-9, first losing season we've seen in a very long time for the Steelers, and first ever for Tomlin. So he might get fired after that. The Browns, right? Tough season for the Browns. I have them going 7-10, 2-4 in the division. I just don't see it. They're tough running the football team. They need some more weapons, but just don't see it, man. Chiefs do the Chief thing. They dominate. They do what they can. Pretty self-explanatory here, let's be honest. And then the Broncos are the surprising team for me. They're over under win total, I think, is 8. I have them winning 12 games. Really like what they're doing. I think Sean Payton comes in, gets the most of Russell Wilson, excuse me. And we move forward with that team. Javonte Williams is back, running back, really good last year. They're looking at maybe getting Dalvin Cook as well. They already signed a free agent yesterday, being Frank Clark, helping shore up that already good defense. A lot of good receivers. Don't have to pay him yet. So we'll see, man. I think the Broncos are going to be the surprise team of the year. Samaje Perine, too. Great running back. So watch out what the Broncos do. Chargers 10-7. I mean, this is kind of like a perennial, almost there team, and they go 10-7. Raiders, especially with Jimmy G, maybe not being the quarterback, Brian Hoyer. Oh boy, that team could get ugly quick. And with guys like Josh Jacobs and a franchise tag, and the team stinking that bad, he could opt out. Devontae Adams could request a trade. This could get really, really ugly in Oakland. Not even in Oakland, in Vegas. Jets. I'm a big believer in the Jets, man. They went 9-8 last year with no quarterback. You add in Aaron Rodgers in addition to a healthy Breece Hall, and plus some of their other additions they had in the draft in the offseason. More Packers guys coming in. Absolutely love it. Bills, really close here. Bills and Dolphins, both 11-6. Dolphins somehow missed the playoffs with that record. I mean, I think they're really good, and their window is almost closed on the Dolphins, but I think they're going to be super competitive, and I do think 2 teams will be making it out of the AFC East. I'm just not sure which ones, except the Patriots. They stink. But Bills, I'm just not sold on the Bills, man. Like, they were the darling team for a long time, did nothing with it, kept losing to the Chiefs, but hey, they make the playoffs here. Jaguars, America's sexy team. Jags get it done. 11-6, really easy division. Speaking of easy division, I like the Colts a lot. I think the Colts could sneaky become a playoff team. Like 1 or 2 games flip. Like, let's see here. Week 10, they win this game. No, they're still not in it. But if they're in the NFC, they'd be in it. But we move. Titans 6-11. They obviously are in like a quasi rebuild here, doing what they can to get the job done. Not enough though. Ryan Tannehill, not that much. We've seen what's his name keep getting hurt. Derrick Henry, right? And it's just tough to see a guy like him keep getting hurt. Maybe Hassan Haskins steps up. Let's go blue. But I just don't see it. Devontae Adams. No, sorry. DeAndre Hopkins is interviewing there right now, seeing if he can, potentially land there. I think that's no shot. No shot. But we move. Texans, rookie quarterback, super young team. They're going to be picking number 2 next year. They can get either maybe Marvin Harrison. I don't think so, but one of the good offensive tackles really help build your team around, or Dallas Turner if you want to go crazy defense with all the Bama guys. As for the NFC, number 1 seed 49ers, it's self-explanatory. I have them dropping a few games. I could see them going 15-2. Even higher, just a little bit of quarterback questions. But the team's good enough where they almost won. They were in an NFC Championship game and were semi-competitive with no quarterback. Sam Darnold is better than nothing, so I think that's going to be a big upgrade there. Rams 10-7. People are forgetting about the Rams. I think that they could come back and make a run. I don't believe in the Seahawks nearly as much as a lot of people do. Those two kind of go hand in hand. I think, there'll be 2 teams from that division make the playoffs, but not a crazy take, I know, but that's what I have there. And definitely not the Cardinals. So either the Rams or Seahawks will make the playoffs, in my opinion. Cardinals, bad. Eagles and Cowboys, I was going back and forth. My initial run through had the Cowboys going 6-0 in the division and almost winning it all. But in this case, they go 12-5, Eagles 13-4. I don't know. They're both really good. Giants are mid, Commanders stink, right? That's just unfortunately where we're at. Commanders need to get a top 2 pick, get Caleb Williams or Drake May, one of the 2. That's what you need. It'll really help your franchise out and move forward. You'll fully have a takeover next year, a full offseason, everything with a new owner, and you have a new quarterback. That could do wonders. Eagles and Cowboys are to start paying people, and Giants are kind of right? So we'll see what happens with Saquon and all of them after the year. NFC North. Lions, Kings of the North, 12-5, 5-1 in the division. Again, obviously I'm a Lions fan. I think they could go on an absolute warpath. So we'll see how that goes. But I really am high on the Lions, obviously. Vikings 8-9, big step back. They lost so many pieces, and not even to anybody's blame but their own self. They've cut all these guys. Dalvin Cook got cut yesterday, and we're still going. Bears stepped forward, big step forward. And they had 1 win last year, up to 7, big step forward, but still not even close to the playoffs. Packers, you're gonna miss Aaron Rodgers, man. You're gonna realize how good he was. Stats didn't show how good he was, but my goodness, watch out. And then the NFC South, my most fun division this year. I think it's 3 pretty, frisky teams, and they're gonna be going at it. Saints 10-7. That team could do a lot of damage. We'll see how that goes. Falcons 8-9 as well. Great run game for the Falcons. Panthers 6-11. I believe they just upgraded Bryce Young to be QB1, so I could see him getting more than 6 wins. And then Buccaneers, hey, with the number 1 overall pick in the 2024 draft in Detroit, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Caleb Williams. So that's what you got to look forward to. Start watching his highlights, follow all that along, and that's basically all you're going to be seeing. I kind of stopped here. I'll keep going through. As for the Caleb Williams sweepstakes, we've got the actually I'll pull up the thing. I have a mock draft I'll do soon with that order. We've got the Bucks 1, Texans 2, Commanders 3, Cardinals 4, and Cardinals will be picking 2 and 4. Packers 5, Raiders 6, Patriots 7, Panthers 8. And we got the Titans 9, Colts 10. All right, now we're in the playoffs. I'm looking here. Wild card round. Bengals go in, get the job done. Jets at home playoff game. Crazy. Unbelievable atmosphere. As much as I like my Broncos, I don't see them going in there and getting it done. Would not be surprised if it happened, but couldn't get it done. Big upset here. It's the Bills Super Bowl. They do everything they can. They beat the Chiefs. It's just they're built to beat the Chiefs and nothing else. Kind of like reminds me of Michigan football. Michigan football built to beat Ohio State and nothing else. Cowboys go into the Superdome, get it done. Lions host the Rams. I mean, that storyline itself is unbelievable. You've got Matthew Stafford against the Lions in a home playoff game. It's just going to be, I just love that storyline. And I think it'd be great if that happened. Eagles defeat the Falcons in the Battle of the Yang Yang Bird Gang. So we move on to the NFC AFC divisional round. Ravens take care of the Bills. Bills die on the field. Joe Burrow versus Aaron Rodgers. Unbelievable quarterback battle. I got the Jets edging it out and going to the NFC Championship game year one. Cowboys upset the 49ers. They get revenge from last year. I'm actually really high on the Cowboys. I know everyone is every year, but I'm really high on the Cowboys. So good luck to me. And then the Detroit Lions upset the Eagles. Take that, Matic. I know you're watching. Take that shit. Let's go. Come on. Lions in the NFC Championship game. Who would have seen it? The run ends there. So does the Jets. Ravens, Cowboys, Super Bowl. Imagine the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. How much fun that's going to be. I got the Ravens taking it home. There's your playoff bracket. Let me know down below what you think will happen this year. Here's my quick coverage of what's happening. I'll do a mock draft after this, probably coming out either a day after. I'll pre-record these just in case no news breaks in the last few days. We've had a great job. I wanted to I want to do all these, but there's been breaking news every day. We had like Kyrie trying to request trade of the Mavericks. We've had all the Zion crazy stuff I haven't talked about because this is a kids channel. We've had the Live merger. I didn't even talk about that, but a lot of breaking news going crazy. Schedules released, things like that. Chris Paul getting released. So that's what I have for now. Biggest winners and losers. I'm going to quickly do that, actually. That'd be a good one. Let me pull up NFL win totals on FanDuel or something. And let's see which I have the biggest discrepancies in and which ones that I like the most. NFL futures loading here. Shout out the slow Wi-Fi. Win totals. Where is it? Is every team open? I got to open all the teams. Oh, great. Commanders, under Titans. Let's see. I'll just open all of these. And we will go through them quickly. See if I can open all of them, and you can just see which ones stick out the most. And I can tell you what my best bets are. I like to think I'm a pretty good futures guy. I know there's still a little bit going on before the whole futures get out there, but Cardinals 4.5 wins. I'm getting 3, so under there, but only a game and a half. I'm talking about 2 or 3 games and more. I'll look into doing it. Falcons 8.5 wins. I have them hitting that even, so it's right on it. Ravens 14-3. Over under is juiced plus at 11 wins, so 10.5. So 11 or more, you get it. I like that one. Bills over a 10.5 wins. I have them hitting it barely. Panthers 7.5 wins, under barely. Bears 7.5 wins, have them getting 7 wins. Bengals 11.5. Bengals getting 13, so a little over there. Browns 9.5 wins. Wow, I have them going under that. Interesting. Cowboys 9.5. I have them hitting the over as well. That's big juice though, so we'll look at that one later. Broncos 8.5 plus 110. I have them easily hitting that one, so we like that one too. Lions easily hitting the over. That one's good too. 9.5 wins. 7.5 for Green Bay. Easy under for me. First one there. Texans 6.5 wins. My God, no way. Under. Colts 6.5 over barely. Jacksonville 8.5, 9.5 over. 11.5 for the Chiefs, barely over. Raiders 6.5 under. Chargers 9.5. I have them getting 10. Perfect. Rams, biggest one here, 6.5 wins. I'm getting 10. So big for the Rams. 9.5 for the Dolphins, 11. So close that one. 8.5, 8. Yep, for the Vikings. Okay. So almost all of these are within 1 game or 2 games, which is, I guess, good, right? One would think. I'm trying to just close out the ones I think are biggest discrepancies on. Patriots 7.5, 5 wins. Okay, so a little under there. 9.5 for the Saints. I'm getting 10, so spot on there. 7.5 for the Giants. I'm getting 7, so barely under. 9.5 for the Jets. I'm getting 12, so there's one right there. Eagles 11.5. They're getting 13 for me, so nope. Steelers 8.5 wins. They're going 8-9. I mean, these are all within a half. Crazy by that. Niners easy over 10.5, so over there. Seahawks 8.5. I have them getting 8. Perfect. Bucks 6.5. I have them getting 2, so big under there. Titans 7.5 wins. They are going to get 6 in my book. Commanders 6.5 wins. They're going to get 2 in my book. So big unders there. So the biggest ones I have: under Commanders, under Bucks, over 49ers, over Jets, over Rams, under Texans, under Packers, over Lions, over Broncos, over Cowboys, over Bengals, over Ravens. But let's not do Bengals, over Ravens. So that is my top bets there based on looking at my record and going through there. And how about the make the playoffs? See, there's any make the playoff teams on here that we don't have. Some of the teams that have made the playoffs that probably wouldn't be on there. The Rams. What are the Rams? Plus 285 to make the playoffs. There's a good one right there. Broncos plus 194. That's another one. So that's 2 plus 200s basically. I have making the playoffs. So a little sketched out there. Any teams I have missing the playoffs that are super favored? Seahawks are even money to make the playoffs. That's crazy. And then to not make the playoffs, yeah, Seahawks plus even money. Basically, you can take them to not make the playoffs. Yeah, and then let's see the Super Bowl stuff. Can I get those? Conference champions. You want to do my conference champions or division champions too? Let's see if there's any crazy outstanding division champions. Jets plus 250 you can get. Jaguars are favored. Ravens, I probably are not favored. I imagine they're slight underdog. Plus 240 for the Ravens. So that's 2 good 2-to-1s. I also have the Broncos barely missing out at 550. So maybe a tiny bit of value there. Lions plus 140 winning it. Saints plus 130 winning it. Niners minus 165 is easy money. Easy money. So that one you should maybe look into. The conferences, I have the Ravens winning and the Cowboys winning. So Cowboys are 6-1. Ravens are 10-1. So big ones for the Ravens there. And then to be a 1 seed, Ravens plus 850 as well. And then Niners are probably, plus 400. Interesting. That's good odds there as well. And then finally, I know it's probably getting boring. Sorry, people. The Super Bowl champion Ravens would be 18-1, just behind the Lions, or just in front of the Lions. Good God. And then Ravens over Jets, or Ravens over Cowboys would be 75-1. $100 gets you 7.5 grand. Woo, baby. Obviously, I wouldn't advise those crazy ones, but the win totals are some of them for sure that check out. So let me know down below what you think. Give me your playoffs, your stuff. Hopefully the guys in my group chat and stuff will reply on the video instead of in the chat, but we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down below, and we'll see you later. Peace.